I am Pattu from freefincal. Reassemble is a set of money management steps that hopes to make it more focused and set it on autopilot. The reason why money management has to be on autopilot is because true wealth has nothing to do with money. It is health and time. Now, we need to have good health, so we need to keep ourselves fit and pray. As regards time, we need to find a set of things that we love, that we are truly passionate about, and we need to try and allocate as much time as possible aside from our responsibilities at home and at our work. So in order to do that, money management has to be on autopilot, and it has to be on the right path. So that's the goal of Reassemble. Each week I'll be talking about one step, and each step will take about 2 hours to 30 minutes, or depending on your capability, maybe a little more, I don't know. You can get it done over a weekend, or you can take the whole week to do it. It's up to you. It's that just depends on your ability to decide, come to a decision, make a choice. So one step per week, and there can be 3 steps or 5 steps or 7 steps, depending on your circumstances. So you get that done over the course of a month or 2 months, and then your money management hopefully will start in the right direction. And you only need to check it once a year, and it will take you 30 minutes to just review once a year, see if it's on the right path, if there is any course corrections needed, or something has changed in your life, you need to add more input to it or change something. You can do that and set it again on autopilot and check it again only the next year. So in the meantime, you have plenty of leisure, you have peace of mind, and you can be what I would like to say what I would like to call as a contented investor, and get on with it. So if you agree, the first step is goals, dreams and nightmares, listing them. Now, in order to do this, I would suggest that you go to a place without any distractions, no phones, no television, no computers, no human interaction of any kind. You think about your life. You think about where you are you happy? Where is it that you will be, or where is it that you want to be in 5 years, 10 years from now? What is it that has to be done to do that? If you are alone, it's not a problem. It's just one exercise that you have to do, a singular exercise. But if you are a couple, I would suggest that you do it separately. Your spouse does this separately. You list the goals, dreams, nightmares for you, your spouse, and together as a couple. So each person does this separately. They come together and then consolidate it, hopefully without any arguments or discussions, disagreements, sorry. Once you do that, then that's your roadmap. You can get started and start implementing money management one by one. So what are examples of goals? Financial freedom is a goal. It's not a dream. Our generation should not be talking about retirement and pension. We should be talking about financial freedom. We owe it to ourselves to become financial free at some point in life, hopefully sooner the better. Buying a house can be a goal. Closing out loans, credit card loans or personal loans, that's a goal, it's a responsibility. Then once we have children, their needs become our goals. Dreams can be getting a car, getting a bike, taking a trip to Europe, getting a startup. So these are things that are a little flexible, but those are things that you truly desire, that you want. They're very important to you, but they can be a little flexible. They can come a little earlier, hopefully, or you can wait a couple of years until you have enough money, and so on. You get the picture. Now, nightmares. The key to successful money management is to be able to list every possible nightmare that can happen to you. That's not easy. That's very dark thinking, but you must have the courage to do it. And once you are able to list that, and you try to cover yourself and your family in such an event, then you would be truly happy and contented. You don't have to worry about a thing. Everything will be in the right place. You just have to pray that something like that doesn't actually happen. So it's just a matter of listing them and worrying about what you need to do and actually getting some kind of an insurance. Some insurance does not mean a policy, some kind of an insurance, as I'll talk about that later, for each of these steps, and get on with it. So examples are what happens if you die, if the breadwinner of the family dies, what will happen to them? Or worse, if the breadwinner becomes disabled and is not able to work because of mental or physical health or any kind of reasons. There can be a million reasons that can that's possible. So any kind of disability, any kind of hospitalization for any member of the family, small or large, things that can, anything that we use can break down. This camera that's being used for recording can break down, and that's going to cost quite a bit, and my wife's going to be angry if I do it. My laptop has broken down multiple times. I have no choice. I cannot live without a laptop today, so I have to replace it as soon as possible. Same is true with our TV, same is true with our smartphones. So the more appliances that we have got used to, then the more money we're going to spend when they break down or they conk off at some point. So it's a vicious circle. So comforts need money, and they need money to we need more money to maintain those comforts and so on. So those are your nightmares. Even a simple car breakdown can become a nightmare if you do not anticipate it. So that's the whole point. We anticipate as much as possible of sudden expenses that can shock our entire system. Once we are able to handle those shocks, if we have the confidence at least that we can handle those shocks, then our money management truly is in the right path. Autopilot is something else, but we should be able to handle shocks and make it on the right path. So that's it. Dreams, goals, nightmares. Step 1 of reassemble. So I'll catch you again next week with another step. Bye bye.